Have you ever noticed how some women don't realize what they had until it's gone? How she treated you like an option, but now she can't stop thinking about you. She used to ignore your messages, act too busy, or seem cold. But now she's watching your stories, asking about you, and trying to come back. Why does that happen? Why does a woman start missing a man she once took for granted? This is what we're going to explore today. Because what most men don't understand is this. A woman's mind doesn't miss you when you chase her. She misses you when you disappear. Today, we're diving deep into female psychology, the emotional triggers that make a woman realize she lost a man of value. So sit back, relax, and let's decode the moment when regret replaces her pride. The stage of taking you for granted. At the beginning, everything felt perfect. She was affectionate, interested, and curious about you. She texted first, wanted to spend time together, and told you that you were different. But slowly, things began to change. Her replies got shorter. Her interest started fading. She became distant, emotionally and physically. And here's the truth. When a woman feels too secure in your presence, when she knows you're not going anywhere, she starts taking you for granted. Why? Because human nature is wired to undervalue what feels permanent. We crave challenge, we respect distance, and we desire what seems uncertain. So when you gave her your full attention, when you showed up every time she needed you, when you made her the center of your world, she unconsciously started to lose respect. Not because she's bad, but because psychologically, availability kills attraction. She thought, he'll always be there. And that's the moment she stopped trying. The shift, when you pull away. Then something happens. You stop chasing. You stop texting first. You stop showing that desperate energy that once screamed, I need you. Now your silence speaks louder than any message. At first she doesn't notice. She assumes you'll return like always. But days pass, then weeks, and suddenly she feels something unfamiliar, emptiness. You see, the female mind is emotionally reactive. She notices absence only when it begins to hurt. That's when her subconscious starts replaying old memories. Your voice, your care, your attention, your consistency. And suddenly, the man she ignored becomes the man she can't stop thinking about. That's the paradox. She starts missing you only after she feels your absence, because now she has to face what she lost, and it burns. The psychology behind her regret. Let's break this down scientifically. Female psychology operates on emotional association. Every feeling she experienced with you, happiness, laughter, comfort, gets stored in her subconscious. When you pull away, her brain goes through something similar to withdrawal. You became part of her emotional routine. Losing that emotional supply creates confusion, anxiety, and nostalgia. She'll start wondering, did he stop loving me? Is he seeing someone else? Was I the problem? And this is where female ego and female emotion collide. Her ego tells her, he shouldn't move on before me, but her heart whispers, I miss him. That's the exact emotional war that makes her spiral into regret. The signs? She's missing you. When she starts missing you, her behavior changes subtly. She won't say it directly. Women rarely do. But her actions will expose her emotions. Watch for these signs. She starts watching your stories again. She won't message you, but she's watching every move, silently trying to figure out if you've moved on. She reaches out with random messages. Hey, just checking on you? Or, I saw something that reminded me of you. These are emotional probes. She's testing if you still care. She talks about you to mutual friends. Women use indirect communication to protect their pride. If her friends suddenly start asking about you, it's not random. She sent them. She posts things that seem aimed at you. Song lyrics, quotes, old pictures. It's her way of saying, I'm thinking about you, without losing face. She shows jealousy. When she sees you glowing, leveling up, or spending time with someone new, her calm facade breaks. These signs don't lie. They reveal the truth. She misses the man she once underestimated. Why women miss the one that got away. Here's what most men don't realize. Women rarely miss the nice guy. They miss the strong man who gave them emotional depth, love, and respect, and then walked away when he wasn't valued. Because deep inside, she knows that kind of love doesn't come twice. She may date others, she may laugh on social media, but the connection she had with you, the comfort, the security, the authenticity, lingers like a ghost. Time passes. The new guy can't match your energy. He doesn't understand her silence the way you did. He doesn't protect her soul the way you did. That's when it hits her. She didn't just lose a man, she lost peace, comfort, and genuine love. And no matter how much she tries to move on, her heart keeps whispering, I miss him. The male transformation that triggers her regret. Here's the key. She doesn't start missing you just because you left. She misses you when you evolve. When she sees you becoming colder, calmer, and more focused, it confuses her. The man who once begged for her attention is now giving that energy to his purpose. He's hitting the gym. He's working on his goals. He's smiling without her. And suddenly, you're no longer predictable. You're a mystery again. That mystery rekindles her attraction. Because in female psychology, uncertainty fuels desire. Now, every time she scrolls past your picture, her heart skips a beat. Her mind says, he's really changed. Her emotions say, I wish I appreciated him when I had him. That's when regret turns into obsession. Why your silence is more powerful than words. Silence is a weapon, a powerful one, because silence forces her to confront her emotions. It makes her realize how much noise your presence once filled. When you stop explaining, stop arguing, stop proving your worth, she starts hearing the truth in the silence. Your distance becomes louder than any I miss you, because your absence tells her, I've accepted your decision. I'm not begging anymore. That's the energy shift that makes her restless, because now you're not chasing her. She's chasing closure. Part 8. What you should do as a man. If you're watching this and you're the man who's been taken for granted, remember this. Do not chase validation. Do not try to remind her of your worth. Do not beg for love that requires convincing. Your job is to evolve, to become so grounded in your masculine energy that her loss becomes obvious. Not because you said it, but because you lived it. Here's what to do. Go silent. Let time and distance teach her what words never could. Improve your life. Physically, financially, mentally, emotionally. Become the man that she wished she never lost. Forgive her, but don't go back. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's strength. But never return to a place that didn't value you. Because the moment you outgrow her version of you, she'll start missing you. Not because of nostalgia, but because she can't access this new version anymore. The emotional realization for her. At first, she thought you'd always be around. She thought she could take her time, that your love was guaranteed. But now, the silence feels heavy. She checks her phone hoping to see your name. But nothing. She scrolls through old messages, remembering how loved she felt. She replays the memories, the laughter, the late-night talks, your protectiveness. And that's when it hits her. She lost something real. Not a boy who wanted attention, but a man who offered commitment. Now, every smile feels forced. Every date feels empty. Because she's comparing everyone to you, the man she once overlooked. The Stoic wisdom. The Stoics taught, never be angry at what you lose. Be grateful for what it taught you. When she misses you, let her. You don't need revenge. You don't need closure. Your peace is your power. When a man walks in self-respect, he becomes unforgettable. That's the paradox of strength. The more you detach, the more you attract. She may come back with messages like, I've been thinking about you, or I realised how much you meant to me. But remember, not every apology deserves a second chance. Because sometimes the lesson isn't about getting her back. It's about never losing yourself again. Conclusion. So, how do women start missing the man they took for granted? They miss him when he stops trying. They miss him when he becomes silent. They miss him when he grows stronger, calmer, and more focused. They miss him when he becomes the man they always wanted, but can no longer have. Remember this, brother. You were never too much. You were just giving it to the wrong person. And one day, she'll realise that the man she ignored was the man she needed the most. So don't chase her. Chase your growth. Because nothing haunts a woman more than watching a man she took for granted become the man she can never reach again.